It's Katie Lee, and this is Katie Lee on Z103, the podcast, a replay of today's full show. Z103, it's Katie Lee. Okay, the nights are getting cold again. I'm all for it, but I'm also still kind of, I'm a cheapskate a little bit, especially when it comes to having to pay for heat. And I don't want to do it. I don't want to turn my heater back on just because when I turn my heater on, my living room gets so freaking hot because my main heat source is in my living room, and that heat has to travel to the other rooms. And it just makes sitting in the living room so less enjoyable. Wow, that sentence did not make sense, and I'm sorry. This is the first break of the show. I gotta get through it. Anyways, it's cold at night now. Today's supposed to be really nice, though. I'm kind of excited for it. No more rain. But yeah, heat at night, it could be an issue. Not an issue. I'm just a cheapskate. More blankets. It's like my dad prepared me for this. I understand what my dad was saying all growing up. You don't need to turn the heat on. You just need to put another jacket or sweater or blanket on. Problem solved. Christina Aguilera is celebrating 25 years of her 1999 self-titled debut album with newly recorded live performances of the select tracks. Sabrina Carpenter and MGK make guest appearances on there. Nicki Minaj thinks it's crazy that she's not a U.S. citizen given the millions of dollars she's paid in taxes. She was born on the island of Trinidad and Tobago? I don't know. Sorry. Let's see. We also have Zayn Malik. I'm sorry. Wow, I really don't know these. I'm not that smart. He's announced his first solo tour. I don't know how well that's going to go. Does he have a really good fan base? I don't really think that's going to go very well for him, but I could be completely wrong. Oh, and then this one. We may never get to see body cam footage of Justin Timberlake's drug driving arrest. The prosecution and the defense agreed to keep it under seal. Interesting. That's your 2 o'clock tea here on Z103. I'm such a liar, and I hate myself for it. I said that I was going to make homemade tomato soup last night, but I didn't. But I did get one step closer than the last time I said that I was going to make tomato soup. I have all of the ingredients this time, except for heavy cream. I went to Walmart. That was literally the only thing that they did not have any of. So I got to get heavy cream tonight, and then hopefully tonight or tomorrow night, I can make homemade tomato soup. It's Katie Lee here on Z103. Halloween is cool. And it's on its way. It is officially spooky season, whether we want to or not, okay? I love spooky season. And so if you need any ideas for what to be for Halloween, these are some zodiac sign ideas. So based on your zodiac sign, this is what you can be for Halloween. So an Aries is Rhaenyra Targaryen. I don't know how to say that. I haven't seen House of the Dragon. So if you know who that is and I said that name wrong, I'm sorry. Taurus, Kate Sharma from Bridgerton. Gemini, you're going to be Harley Quinn. You enjoy that one. Cancer, Alicent Hightower from House of Dragon. Leo, this is where it was confusing. Leo Pearl from Pearl. I don't know what that is. And then it also says, grab an axe and some fake blood because it's your time to walk a mile in Pearl's shoes. I don't know what that means. Be careful. Virgo, you're going to be Deadpool. Why does that fit you so well? Literally the best one for a Virgo. Libra, you're going to be Sabrina Carpenter, but the Please, Please, Please music video version. That's such a Libra. Absolutely. Scorpios, you're Regina George from Mean Girls. Sagittarius, Beetlejuice. Capricorn, you're the Joker. Hey, you can team up. You can team up with Gemini. They're Harley Quinn. So Harley Quinn and the Joker. Aquarius, you're Lydia Dietz from Beetlejuice. And Pisces, we didn't get a very fun one. We're Willy Wonka from Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Yay. At least we have permission to eat all the candy that we want to. Sometimes I wish that there are just companies that they don't dip their toes into every single other little thing in this world. Hershey's is making protein powders now, and I don't like this at all. So they partnered with the supplement brand C4 on two that are supposed to taste like Hershey's chocolate and Reese's peanut butter cups. And there's also one that tastes like Bubble Yum, and then 3 Jolly Rancher flavored energy drinks. I can't do it. Hershey's chocolate in general is trash. What? Protein powder is disgusting on its own anyways. Those two together, terrible idea. Z103, it's Katie Lee. So yesterday was National Cheeseburger Day, but you really want to start thinking about, are you actually consuming real cheese? So there was a thing done by Mash.com. They did a report on fast food chains that do and do not use real cheese. I didn't know that this was a problem here, but apparently it is. And now I have complaints. So the places that do not have real cheese, like fake cheese, nasty cheese, okay? Shocker, McDonald's, Burger King, Sonic, Bojangles, Dairy Queen, and Tim Hortons. We don't have two of those, so we're good. But not surprised about McDonald's. The fast food places that do have real cheese in most menu items include Panera, Starbucks, Taco Bell. That one is surprising, I'm not going to lie. I always thought that they used fake cheese, but that is very nice because I love Taco Bell. Also, Chipotle, Wendy's, Chick-fil-A, and Jack in the Box. Good. I'm glad this makes me, I feel better about myself. I have good taste in fast food. I mean, fast food isn't good for you at all, but glad to know that I've been going to the places with real cheese. Kind of real cheese. Sort of. Domino's is adding a non-pizza item to their menu. I mean, they already have a ton of things that are not pizza, like chicken wings, loaded tots, Philly cheesesteak sandwiches, chocolate lava crunch brownies. And then later this month, happening September 23rd, Domino's is going to start serving mac and cheese in 2 different versions. So you're going to have, let's see, what was it? 5 cheese mac and cheese, combo of penne pasta topped with American cheddar, mozzarella, Parmesan, Asiago cheese, and then finished with Alfredo sauce. That doesn't sound that bad. But then they'll also have a spicy buffalo 5 cheese mac and cheese. It's going to take the standard mac and cheese and add generous toppings of buffalo sauce. I feel like they should add chicken into that because that would be amazing. Honestly, I'm going to be okay with this. I'll probably order mac and cheese one night. Okay, I actually really like that Hinge is starting to do this. So they added a limit on unanswered messages. Basically, if a user has reached a limit, so if they have a bunch of unanswered messages, people are waiting for them to respond, Hinge will be like, hey, you can't match with anybody else until you either send a message back or you unmatch with these people and quit making them wait on you. And I love this so much because if you're matching with somebody without the intent of actually having a conversation, then let them know and let them move on. So I think this is a super smart thing. I am all at it. And they're going to tell you that you're approaching your limit or you're at your limit because there's too many people out there waiting on a reply. So Hinge, you know what? I'm gonna give you a high five for that. Air 5. Do that. Don't keep people waiting. We should do this on like all dating apps. Z103, it's Katie Lee. I have to tell you about the super cute story, okay? Cinnamon the capybara is on the run and she's living her best life. So this is a capybara that escaped her habitat at the Who's Zoo Dinosaur World in Telford, England. So Cinnamon the capybara escaped September 14th. Okay? And the zoo has been trying to catch her, but they haven't seen her since the 15th. Well, finally, somebody had announced yesterday that they had seen Cinnamon the capybara, quote, frolicking in the fields and woodlands near the zoo. So they've been trying to catch her by hand, and it just hasn't turned out. She escaped them again. And so they're just like, hey, we're going to get some live traps and maybe be able to catch her. But if they don't, they're not too worried because they think that she'll be very comfortable. She'll comfortably survive the weather, even though capybaras prefer a bit warmer. And locally, there's loads of food and habitat. So I feel like if they don't capture her, she'll get to live out her life frolicking through more fields. So fingers crossed that she gets to keep frolicking for the rest of her life. To be honest, I probably would have done the exact same thing as this guy if I tried to steal a luxury Corvette. We got a 33-year-old guy who did break into a luxury Corvette in a parking garage in Miami. He couldn't figure out how to get the car started, but he also couldn't figure out how to get out. I guess newer Corvette models have security features where none of the electrical components will function if you don't have the key. And that does include the doors. Even though there is a manual door release that's under the seat, but it's like the guy knew about that. So yeah, the owner got back to his car and was probably very shocked and surprised to see that the burglar was still stuck inside. And so he started filming with his phone camera, asked him what he was doing. The burglar asked the man if he could help him out, get him out. And he's like, no, I'm calling the cops. And the guy was just like, for what? Anyways, the cops came, arrested the guy. He's facing 1 count of burglary of an unoccupied conveyance, and his bond was set at $2,500. That's so funny. Z103, it's Katie Lee, and I am out of here for the day, my friends. Hope you have a great rest of your evening. Y'all stay safe, stay legit, be awesome, and I will see you back here tomorrow. Bye. Thanks for listening to Katie Lee on Z103, the podcast. If you enjoyed the show, please share, subscribe, and rate the podcast. Katie Lee on Z103 is hosted by Katie Lee and is a production of Riverbend Media Group. For more information or to contact the show, visit riverbendmediagroup.com.